Hello everyone, welcome to Books with Sakshi. I hope you're doing great and you're reading a lot of books. In today's video, we are going to do something different. And so today's video is a Q&A video, which I was actually postponing since a very long time. There were a lot of people who were telling me to make Q&A videos, but I was like, no, it's too soon and I'll be making them in the future. So finally, I thought that let's do one Q&A video and ask you guys some questions. So I received only few questions this time and I'm hoping to cover all of them in today's video, and I really hope your question gets covered as well as you enjoy watching this video. And if you guys enjoyed watching this video, I'm going to do more such videos in the future. So without wasting more time, let's begin with today's video. So the very first question is, hey Sakshi, I hope you're doing well. My question would be about your future plans regarding BookTube. I mean, what is the thing you are going to do other than BookTube? Also, you have quite a good number of followers on Instagram. Does it support your bookish goals monetarily? So she has asked a lot of questions in just one question. So I'm going to answer one by one. First question is future plans regarding BookTube. Uh, this was very high time recently when I started taking my BookTube, that is my YouTube channel where I talk about my books quite seriously, and I don't have as such plans, future plans for my booktube, but I just want to be consistent. I just want to create more and more content over here to help people whichever way I can. And it's just that there's nothing grand or more about my future plans related to booktube. I just want to be consistent and inspire more people to read books. That's what I'm here for. Second question which she has asked is, what is the thing you are going to do other than booktube? So I don't know, like future is very uncertain, so I don't know what all I'm going to do. However, in 2021 I really wanted to add another income source. YouTube so far is not my income source. I'm not earning anything from YouTube yet, but I wanted to add one income source in 2021 by picking up anything in freelancing, but I just simply did not because I was just so caught up with some other work. So I did not add any income source this year, but to say about the future, I would really like to add one more income source, and I would like to do something in the field of writing, maybe content writing or something of that sort. It's not sure, but I have plans about it. So let's see what happens. Moving ahead, also, you have quite a good number of followers on Instagram. Does it support your bookish goals monetarily? Yes, it does. Because I do quite a lot of book reviews by debut authors, so I get paid for doing those book reviews. So Instagram, basically doing book reviews is one of my major sources of income, and I definitely fulfill all my goals because of that source of income. So doing book reviews is my source of income currently. All right, so that was it. Moving to another person and second question, and that is, hey, I got a question. What was the first thing in your mind that you should appear on YouTube, hence start your channel? So um there was nothing specific that appeared in my mind that I should be starting a YouTube channel. I have already said it that I'm reading books since a long time, and also I love making videos. So initially I was just making videos on Instagram. Now that all of them are archived, so I've always loved creating videos. So I always had this thing in mind that I have to make a YouTube channel. So I just made it out of my passion. There was nothing planned or anything of that sort. I just wanted to make a YouTube channel and post videos related to books. So that was that. Initially it was very difficult to stay consistent with YouTube. Even today it is quite difficult, but I guess with discipline and determination you can always do everything. All right, moving on to next question, we have, how do you manage your studies and reading? I really hate to say this, but I don't study even though I'm in a college. I am doing my honors from psychology and I'm in third year. I don't study. I only attend my online classes. Other than that, I don't study at all because that's not my priority. My priority is something else. I'm just doing it for the sake of having my degree, and here I just said it. So it's not a difficult thing for me to manage my studies and reading time. That's one thing. But with that being said, I'm reading books since I was in ninth standard. So back in school, I used to read a lot. Sorry, I used to study a lot as well as read a lot because I had my 10th and 12th boards, and obviously I had to study. And that time I was so determined and everything. And so that time I used to study more and I used to read less. That time I was not into blogging. Blogging I started in this pandemic only. And so how I used to manage my studies back then, I used to give more priority to my studies, obviously. And whenever I used to feel like, relaxing, and whenever I used to feel that now I should be taking a break and read something to just calm myself, I used to pick up a book and read. And that time, naturally, my reading speed was so good because I was getting some rare time to read books. So that is how I was managing. I used to read books before going to sleep or waking up in the morning. This is how I used to do. But during boards, I guess I had to go without reading for so many days for obvious reasons. So I was not a very consistent reader back then, but I was just occasional but an avid reader also at the same time. Next question we have is, how can I purchase good novels in less price? This There's one way which is not a very good way, but on Flipkart you get a lot of pirated books at a very cheap rate. I don't suggest anyone to buy pirated copies, buy pirated books. But if you cannot afford buying original copies, I guess that's the option you go for. Other than that, there are so many online websites and pages where you get second-hand books. So obviously, if it is second-hand, you are going to get it for less amount, and you can buy books from there. One of the websites is bookchore.com. Okay, moving on to next question we have. आप इतनी सारी बुक्स रिव्यू करते हो, कभी खुद की बुक लिखने का ख्याल आया? और अगर आप खुद बुक लिखते हो तो किस जॉनर की होगी? Uh, okay, so here's a whole story. When I started reading books, I was so, like, motivated or inspired to write a book by myself, and I even did, obviously, with no plans of publishing as such. I wrote a book and it was very childish and very rubbish, like, just based on the stories that I used to read back then. And so I did that, and it was on my laptop in Word file, and then eventually it got lost. I don't know how, and so that happened. But anyway, right now I don't have any future plans to write a book as such, because I feel that you don't find the story finds you. And right now I don't have anything to write or put it out in the public. Also, I'm not practicing writing regularly, though I want to, but I'm not. That's also one thing. But just in case, if I publish a book, it will most probably going to be of the genre like drama, fictional drama, family drama, some sort like that only. So that's going to be my genre. Or something tragic, because tragic is something that I prefer to read in books. So I guess that's it. Okay, moving to next question we have. How you start to read English books? Suggest some starter books in English. I started with English books only. I've hardly read books in Hindi. Though I did not face any such difficulty in English, but I just don't know. Naturally, I started reading books in English because I used to understand basic English, so I never thought that it's going to be a difficult thing for me to read an English novel. If you want to read English book and you are really a beginner, then I would suggest that you can start with children's books. Like, not that children's books, but children's books with some mature language, but also easy at the same time. I guess children's books are just the best, because I think children's books are very easy to understand. And you can also try reading English newspapers, you can try reading English magazines, you can borrow books from your friends and see how much you're understanding. So I would suggest, first of all, to do this. So moving to some more questions. And another one we have is, could you please recommend some good books belonging to the romantic genre? Sorry to disappoint my readers here, but sorry, not my readers, and my viewers here. But I read romance books, but I read tragic ones. I don't read those happy ending types. So the ones I read are The Fault in Our Stars, A Walk to Remember, You Are the Best Wife, um, The 40 Rules of Love. Though it's not a proper romance, but it's about love. It's about that in a very unique way, and I definitely recommend that book to everyone. So these are the books that I recommend. Other than that, I can't think of any at the moment. So these four recommendations are highly recommended to you. Next question we have: what inspired you to read books, and how many hours you take to complete one book? Nothing inspired me to read books, to be honest. No one inspired me to read books, for that matter. It will sound very unusual and weird, but randomly when I was in ninth standard, I just ordered one novel from Amazon. Randomly, literally randomly, I just ordered one book, and that was Life Is What You Make It by Preeti Shnoy, and I read it, and after that there was just no going back. So that's how I started reading books. And how many hours I take to complete one book, it totally depends. These days, I naturally just feel so exhausted. So don't even know how many hours I take. It's not hours, it days that I take to complete a book. So it's not hours. I don't finish one book in one day, at least during these times. Gone are the days when I used to finish one book in, just 1 or 2 days only. But if the book is really interesting and really short, I do that. But other than that, it's not my cup of tea anymore. I don't speed read all the time. Next up, we have: how do you choose your next read? I'm a mood reader, so I just randomly pick a book that I feel interested in, and it's a hard decision, really. It's really hard decision. But few more things that I keep in mind is that suppose I read a very heavy or intense or very emotional kind of a book. So next read would be, something light, something short, something, to pull me back to my normal state if I'm really, emotionally spoiled with that previous book. Otherwise, I'm just a mood reader. I just pick any book that I find interesting. I keep books here, and then there is my bookshelf. So I have a lot of books around me, so I just randomly pick any book that I feel like now I should be reading. So it's just that there are no parameters that are there based on which I choose what to read. Next question we have: what has been the most funny incident during doing all these book reviews? Not that I can think of any, like, a lot of things happen and we just forget about them. But one thing that has happened a lot many times by a lot of people is that sometimes when I upload a picture of any book that maybe I recently received, and I'm just telling my audience about it, that see, this is the book that I received. So there are like people who just reply to that story, and they ask me that, what do you feel about this book? I mean, like, I just received this book today or maybe yesterday, and I'm sharing it with you guys, and I have not read this book yet, and I don't have any psychic powers that, I'll know what's going to be in the book, and how am I going to feel about this book. So I just don't know. But this I really find very funny, and this has happened with a lot of people when they ask that, hey Sakshi, what do you think about the book? Please give us the review. I mean, like, let me just finish the book, and then I'll bring a review for you guys. So I guess that's funny. Other than that, I cannot think of anything right now. Okay, next question: what are your favorite book genre? I'm really thankful to the bookish community that I have joined on Instagram as well as on YouTube, that my reading genre have diversified to a greater extent, because now I read a lot of genre, and my favorites are historical fiction. I like thrillers, specifically psychological thrillers. I like a lot. Murder mysteries also I like a lot. In romance, I specifically like the ones that are tragic and not happy ending types, as I already mentioned. I don't like young adult. I like them if they are very intense and if they are very maturely written and something intense. I'm not at all for cheesy moments. I'm not at all for cringe moments, and I'm just not in all those type of books. And no offense in that, but I like to read something that is mature and something um, emotional. That's what I prefer. So be it any genre, if it's written very well, I'm just going to enjoy it. But these were my preferences, and the genre I don't like at all are science fiction. I don't like it. Mythology was another genre that I did not like reading back then, but now my perception has totally changed, and I like reading mythology as well. So I guess it's only science fiction that I don't like. Other than that, everything is pretty good. The next question we have is, आप इतनी अच्छी इंग्लिश कैसे बोल लेती हो? So trust me, I'll tell you one thing, that no matter what people say, the day when you're going to learn English will be only when you start practicing it. No matter how much you know, no matter how much grammar you know, it doesn't matter. But if you cannot speak it, you don't know anything about English, I feel. I'm not perfect in grammar. Maybe I'll do a lot of mistakes. But I realize that more than the writing part, the speaking part is going to matter a lot. And my field and my job revolves around speaking and not writing. So I was not supposed, or I was not, involved in improving my writing part. It's not that it's worst or something like that. Generally, only I'm saying it. But I try to improve upon my speaking skills more than my writing skills. So I guess the only thing that you need to do is practice, 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 and try to speak in English. First of all, with yourself in your mind, in front of the mirror, then with people or phone call. Just do it this way. Be comfortable with every mode of communication, and I guess you are just going to be better at it one day, for sure. Also, I would like to mention that speaking English or not speaking English does not define anything. Even if you don't speak English or you do speak English, it's just a language at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter who speaks better English than me or who speaks worse English than me. Next question, where are you from? I am from Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. Favorite movie? There are many. There are literally many. To name few, I would say Barfi, MS Dhoni. I can't think of any more right now. Ye Jawani Hai Diwani, The Pursuit of Happiness. Recently I watched Mimi and I really liked that movie. And what else? I just cannot think of any movie right now. But trust me, there are so many that I watch, and there are so many that are my favorites. Dear Zindagi, I also like that movie. Other than that, I really can't think of any now. Okay. Favorite book? This is a very hard question, and I'm really going to skip it because there is no just one favorite book of readers. Do you like to donate books which you have already read? I won't call it a donation, but I pass my books to other readers. I keep doing it regularly on my Instagram stories. Once I'm done with reading those books, I pass them away to some other people for free. And if they are review copies, or if those books I've received from publishers, I give them away for free. But if those books are something I purchased from my money, I give it at a very less amount. So that's what I do. So I don't call it a donation, but I pass it to other readers. Which camera do you use for YouTube videos? I don't use camera. I use my mobile phone, and that's why I have to use my tablet for reading the questions, because my phone isn't working making this video. An easy on the mind and eyes book that you would like to recommend? There are many books, and easy on the eyes, I don't understand what easy on the eyes means. But there are so many short books that you can read, and I guess I've shared the complete list on my Instagram. About the short books that you can read, and there are a lot of recommendations that I keep sharing on my Instagram, book recommendations based on different topics or categories. So if that is something you would be interested in, definitely you should be checking my Instagram and see and go through all the book recommendations that I keep giving you guys. And my Instagram handle is @bookswithsakshi. You should definitely go and check it out. And with that being said, we have reached the end of our video. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I feel so thankful to all the people who took time to ask these questions and make this video happen. And that's it for today's video. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and also liking this video. Also share it with your friend if you feel your friends might be interested in something like this. Until next time, take care and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye and happy reading.